The 1A Division II has ended already, with Baileyville B&B taking back second straight state championship back home. Their third in the last 7 years. So now it's up to the 1A Division I here in Hays, Kansas, Gross Memorial Coliseum. First semifinal matchup we have is the Hoxie Indians taking on the Olpe Eagles. The two-way state champions from a year ago have made, have fallen to 1A classification this year to Division I, looking to take home a state championship here at 1A. And on the other side of things, we have Centralia, who's looking for yet another state championship. There was back from 1997 to 2004. They won them 7 years in a row, and now they're back in this tournament yet again. And then St. John's Hudson, the state champions from a year ago at this level, back in the semifinals, looking to advance to the state title and bring home yet another state championship. But Hoxie Indians on this side of things, and the Olpe Eagles. Hoxie made it here by beating Buckland in 3. Then they lost to Centralia in 3, and then they swept Waverly in 2 straight sets. And Olpe, well, they beat St. John Hudson, they beat Pike Valley, and they beat Dexter Cedar, which Dexter Cedar came in as a #1 seed here in this tournament at the Division I level for 1A and did not win at all. They were swept in their first 2 matches, and then of course they went to 3 with Olpe, and then Olpe ended up finishing them off there in that 3rd set. But it's going to be a very interesting matchup between these two teams, between Hoxie and Olpe. Both are probably the 2 top teams here, and they're squaring off against each other, not in the state championship, but to go to get a bid into the state championship team. These 2 teams have to go into it. Obviously, Olpe might have the upper hand, the fact that they played at the level above at 2A a year ago, bringing home that championship. They were very dominant through their semifinal. Watching them, you had a clear-cut look at them saying that, wow, this team's going to be in the state title game. And now Hoxie stands in their way, looking to put that away to rest. Hoxie coming in to this matchup at 38-3. And Olpe coming in at 31-4. Hoxie Indians, Olpe Eagles ready to take the court and square off against each other. I mean, you talk about Olpe, Ashley Spellman, number 8, the 6'3" sophomore. She's definitely one to look out for, as well as Janae Hag, 42, a senior at 5'11". They constantly run plays, set plays through those two. Right there up on the front line for Olpe. And we're underway now, and the first one is going to go out. An early service error by Olpe. Maybe some pre-jitters for the Eagles. There we go. Hoxie going to get it over. We're going to have our first in-play action. There goes Hag, and Janae Hag's going to pick it up early. I told you to watch out for her, and she comes out early and does not disappoint. 1-1 all. And then there's the serve over by Olpe. Soft touch over by the front line of the Hoxie Indians. Trying to drop it in, but hitting the deck is Gabrielle Spresser. Gabrielle Spresser is one to keep your eye on for Hoxie as well. Dominant force for the Indians. And then there's a slam right down by yet again Janae Hag. McDougald with the serve over. Set, block. Olpe's in business right now. It's going to be number 24 on the block. Mindy Woods, a 5'9" senior. Serve creeps its way over the net, hit the top, fell in. Those are always the toughest serves to handle. Olpe's going to have a 4-1 lead now. 3 straight points for the Eagles. And they run it once again, a set play for Christina Farber. Going to go off of the Eagles, going to be an Indian point. So on to serve now is going to be Carly Heim. Indians in red. Olpe is in the green and yellow with Eagles on the back, and then there's Janae Hag once again. She has 3 of the 5. It's 5-2 Eagles. Low serve, that's the second straight ace for the Eagles. 2 aces already. And Olpe is looking very dominant, as they did through the semifinal rounds, through the first day rounds yesterday here. 1A Division I action. Hoxie Eagles taking on Hoxie Indians taking on the Olpe Eagles. KSHSAA Network bringing you this action. Just like in Division II of 1A, Baileyville B&B was all smiles, and right now Olpe is all smiles. Getting into it, and why not? They have an early 6-2 lead. Still a lot of volleyball yet to get played, but they have the lead and they have the momentum, and they are looking to be the stronger team early. And there's the set up and the spike down. Christina Farber, the 5'9" junior, getting it done. And there's the serve over. Sarah Farber. The coach wanting a clarification on that one from Hoxie. Shelly Hoyt wanted clarification on what happened. She jumped up and just kind of shrugged her shoulders, raised her hands on that call, but it's 7-3 now. Janae Hag gonna serve it over. Gonna try to set it up, but that's not even how they're not even gonna get a handle on it. That one's gonna drop down for Haley Henderson and the Olpe Eagles. Set play, dropping it in, making that look flawless. This is Jordan Ziegler, another senior on this Olpe Eagle team. 5 seniors have made the trip here to Hayes from Olpe. 2A champions last year, trying to win at the 1A level. Looking very strong right now. Putting together a big run. It's 10-3. Now Eagles with the advantage. Coasting along right now. This game is moving very quickly. That one's going to drop down. There's a big gap in between where Mariah McIvan was and where Hag was, and dropped right into the middle of them. Indians gonna be blocked, tipped, net contact. Once again on Hoxie. Looks like that's going to be Alexi Schamberger on that mistake, the 5'8" sophomore. Getting a little bit too close to that net. And then there's another slam down right there by number 33, Jordan Ziegler. And another early timeout by Hoxie. Hoxie finding themselves down 13-4 here in the first set of the semifinal game. The winner will advance to the state championship game to face the winner of Centralia and St. John's Hudson. Back under action at the timeout. Let's see how Hoxie comes out. Hoxie's going to come out firing. They get that one to fall down. Picking up her first point of the day, I should say, is Lexi Schamberger. And remember, she was credited to that net contact the last time out and comes back and makes up for it. And then coming right back out, picking up the point, extra hits by Hoxie. Olpe is going to bring it back to a 14-5 lead. 9 points now is their lead. That one just snuck in. Janae Hag watched that one. She hit and she looked exactly at the official and she knew it. Great placement right there by Carly Heim. And they're gonna try to set it up. They set it up for Natasha Almer to go up to try to kill it down, but right there waiting for her was Mindy Woods and Ashley Spellman. Remember, Ashley Spellman is 6'3", and at one end, then there's Janae Hag going up once again. That's her 5th here tonight. I guess I should say it's still morning. It's the 5th here this afternoon. 16-6 now, but Ashley Spellman, she's 6'3". At the 1A level, you put her up front. she's going to give opponents plenty of fits. Janae Hag again. 6 to her credit now. Hoxie coming back. They're down 17-6. They're going to cross that midline. So that's going to be Olpe that's going to cross that midline. So it's going to give Hoxie the ball back, and Gabrielle Spress was going to serve it over, the 5'7" junior. Remember, watch out for her and watch out for Lexi Schamberger. And here they come. They're sending it up for Christina Farber, 5'9" junior. She's going to get that one to sneak into that back corner. 18-8 is the score right now. Olpe, if you look, height-wise is where they have the advantage. 6'3", 5'10", 5'11", 5'11". And you look at Hoxie, they got 5'10", and then that they got one at 5'10", and then after that they drop off 5'8", 5'4", 5'6". Not that tall. And right now that's where Olpe has the advantage, is they're just setting them up for their tall gals, and they're bringing it home. 19-9. Running away with this one early. 20-9 now. Once again, Janae Hag. 7 in this one alone. Go back to Hag. Hag has to soft it over, and then another soft hit over for Olpe. It's going to be Jordan Ziegler. That's going to be her third one. So Jordan Ziegler and Janae Hag absolutely having a field day right now. The two have combined for 10 of their 21. Out off the scoreboard. Guess not the scoreboard, off the plasma screen. And Fort Hays has that, throws up advertisements. Point to Hoxie. And that one's gonna go out of bounds. Service air. Hoxie, that's their first one, 22-10. Olpe has one. They opened this match up, in fact, with a serving air. Janae Hag hits it up. Over for Ziegler. Ziegler's going to have it tipped. Still alive for the Indians, looking to make something of this match number one, being down by 12, 22-10. Hag, now here comes the setup. They're going to not go to Elena Flott. Instead, they're going to go to Jordan Ziegler, and she's going to get rejected. It's going to go back down, land on Olpe's side, and that's going to be a point for Hoxie. So serve over is going to go out of bounds. Point to the Eagles. Too much on that one is Christina Farber. So Eagles 2 points away from taking this set number one easily. Ashley Spellman with the block. I guess that's not a block. That one just hit the net, came back down. See what they're going to set up for. Looks like they're going to go to Flott. Flott's going to hit it. Going to be regained by Farber. Farber's going to go off the net. Point to the Eagles. One point away from taking this set number one in dominating fashion. And there's the hit over by Spresser. Coming back is Flott. Flott's going to have it. And they're just going to have to kind of set it over. Once again, nope, they're going to go back to Ziegler. Ziegler's going to hit that one on the side. And that one's going to end this set number 1. Ziegler and Hag combined for 11 of the 25. And they win the first set 25-11. And now Olpe is just one set away from advancing to the 1A Division I state title. Centralia currently winning on the other side against St. John Hudson 21-14. Olpe takes the first set here 25-11. Highlighted by the performances by Janae Hag and Jordan Ziegler. Once again, 11 of the 25 were contributed to them. Let's see what Hoxie and head coach Shelly Hoyt has in store for Olpe and head coach Marilyn Stevie. Olpe from the Lyon County League and Hoxie from the NCKL, the Northwest Kansas League. I beg your pardon. 25-11 once again, as you're seeing right now. Olpe takes the first set. Olpe Eagle cheer starting to echo around the Coliseum here. Hoxie fans quiet. Just saw their team go down in the first set, 25-11. Olpe a very strong team. This is obviously a must-win situation because for Hoxie, if you lose, you're not going to the state title game. You will go, though, to the third place game and face the loser, the one between Centralia and St. John Hudson. But the biggest thing from that set number 1 was Hoxie got down by too much and they just could not get over it. So let's see what they do here. They're going to start out the serving. They start out with a serving error in set number 2. Olpe started out with a serving error in set number 1. Serve over by Flott. Set it up, gonna drop in out of bounds. So Hoxie starting out down 2-0, giving 2 free points. Excuse me, it's gonna be 1-1, I'm sorry. Here comes Janae Hag dropping that one in. Nice defense by Hoxie, but just their front line could not handle it. There was a lot of movement going on down down below ball bouncing off the net. They just didn't have enough numbers down there to regain it, and it's 2-1. And they get it over, but it's misdirectional, going to go out of bounds. That's going to even things up now. At 2-2. The score actually that was getting put up on the scoreboard here in Gross Memorial Coliseum was 2-2. They have since changed it to 3-1 in favor of Olpe. So now it's going to be 4-1 Olpe. Apologize for the wrong score. I thought I had it right at 2-0, but when they put up 1-1, it threw me off a little bit. But it's 4-1, excuse me, 4-1 in favor of the Olpe Eagles. Once again, now it's going to be 4-2, as that one's going to sail out of the back line. Unable to chase it down are the Eagles. Janae Hag going up, and there we go. That's her first one here in set number 2. So that's going to be her 8th total all, her 8th kill. And who else but number 33 for the Olpe Eagles, Jordan Ziegler. Taking care of things are the Eagles. Hoxie regaining, they're going to shovel it forward. Ziegler to Hag. Hag going to have it taken back down. Now she's going to counteract it with a back. She regained possession. Now she's going to go up, and she gets that one to go. Hoxie is going to call a timeout. Hoxie down 7-2 here. Finding themselves down in a big deficit once again. And if you let Olpe go on any more of a run, it's going to be that much harder to try to fight back. After the timeout, they're going to set it up. Blocked by Janae Hag. That's going to stick on their end. Hoxie's going to get the point. Elisa Heim went up for that one, a senior, 5'6". You know, with that senior being the one of the 4 seniors, all the seniors want to advance to that state championship team, and they're going to do any state championship game, I should say, and they're going to do anything in their power to try to help them get there. And there's a setup. Ziegler goes up top, but Janae Hag's unable to regain it after it bounced off of her teammate in an awkward way. So here we go. There's going to be a push. Push the ball. So quickly, 3 straight Hoxie points now have made it 7-5. And the Indians, after the timeout, kind of come out and make something of this set number 2. Up, Hag, soft touch over. Hag up top once again, but the ball did not make it over. And that's the first time that Hag has been knocked back, had her kill attempt blocked back down. That's going to be Spresser, and that's going to be Heim teaming up for that one. And that one's going to go out of bounds. We're tied up at 7 now. Caleb McDougall unable to handle that one. And don't look now, but the Hoxie Indians have the 8-7 lead. Down 7-2 since the timeout, 6 straight points. Has gotten the 1-point lead. This is the first time they have had the lead against the Olpe Eagles, but it quickly goes away as we're back tied. As there's a nice drop in right there by Haley Henderson, the 5'10 junior, wearing number 23 for the Eagles. Set number 2 not moving as quickly as set number 1, mainly because Hoxie is in this one right now. Too much for the Olpe Eagles. Marilyn Stevie giving her team some words of advice, what to do on how to not let Hoxie get away with this one. That one's going to sail too far. It's going to be a point for the Olpe Eagles. Let's see what the Indians do. Looks like they're going to, I thought they were going to set it for Spresser, but it went backwards. Up top, there's going to be Flott, and Flott's going to have that one go out of bounds. Another point for the Hoxie Indians. 10-9 now is their lead. But Olpe making a lot of mistakes that they did not make in set number 1. There's another serving error against the Hoxie Indians, but the mistake-free team that we saw in set number 1 early against Hoxie, not doing the same thing here in set number 2. Set up. Flott's going to have that one go down. It's going to be a double tap. Hoxie signaling for that. She went over the top of the net onto the Hoxie side as she broke that invisible plane on the net. But the head official here didn't see it that way. So we're going to be nodded. Hoxie is now going to be down by 1. It's going to be 11-10 in favor of the Olpe Eagles, who snag back the lead. Drop that one in. Flop, but nice job keeping it alive. Ziegler over to cross court to Flott. Flott going to be rejected by Spresser. Spresser going to drop that one in, and Spresser's got it. Spresser put together a good defensive showing right there and then finished it off with the point offensively. Hoxie now has a lot of emotion, the emotion that we did not see in that set number 1. Heim comes back with a hit. Spresser once again keeping it alive. Flott gonna go up, gonna have it broken up. Hoxie is going to extend their lead. Carly Heim doing a nice job at standing in the way of that. It's 12-11 now. Hoxie Indians. Hoxie Indians already more points than they had in set number 1. They now have 13, and it's 13-11. Olpe's going to call a timeout now. Head coach Marilyn Stevie wants to talk things over with her team that was so dominant in the first set, and now Hoxie has woken up. And they're up by 2 now. The biggest deficit that Olpe has faced here against the Indians. Hoxie 13, Olpe 11. Olpe took the first set in dominating fashion, 25-11. Janae Hag has been quiet. She had 7 kills in the first one, and she only has 2 so far here in set number 2, as well as Jordan Ziegler, who only has 1. Spresser with the serve over. Coming back down with it is Flott, gonna get that one to go. Sitting at a 2-point deficit now for the Eagles. Spresser about ran into her teammate, but she got it up. Send it up, Janae Hag's gonna use the offhand to tap that one over. Going up top, that's gonna have that one go off of the net is number 5 right there, Christina Farber. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Point to the Eagles. Looked like they were trying to set up a play for Christina Farber, but miscommunication. That was going to be a substitution being thrown out there. Lexi Schamberger going to check in for Gabrielle Spresser. Spike attempt. Way too much juice on that one. Christina Farber, who didn't have enough last time, she hit the ball, has too much that time. Farber, not enough once again. Farber struggling right now. Spresser going to come, and she's going to check in for Lexi Schamberger. Spresser just needed a drink of water. Needed to breathe, and she's back in. There's a serve off the net. Hoxie does a nice job at regaining possession of it. Up top for Janae Hag, and she slams that one home. (17-14) now. Hoxie wants to talk some things over. As Olpe has charged back to take this lead. 17-14. Hoxie, the last thing that they wanted to do was let them back into this game. Division I state volleyball action in the state of Kansas. Division II is over with Baileyville B&B taking home that title for the 2nd straight year. Olpe looking to win their 2nd straight state title as well. They won it last year though at 2A, looking to win it for the first time at the 1A Division I level. Spresser gets that one over, but there's no one in that back row. The whole the whole back row of Hoxie was mid-court. Once again, they're saying that Janae Hag broke that invisible plane. They've complained about that the last 3 times, and they have yet to call it. The more and more they complain about it, the more and more the official's going to look at it, and she might call it. To me, she's not breaking that invisible plane on top of that net. Back to Janae Hag, and Janae Hag is on a roll right now. I mentioned she only had 2 kills a moment ago, but she has 3 in a row. To give her 5 so far here in set number 2. A total of 12 in the first 2 sets. And that one makes it over the net, but it goes behind the official. It's going to be a 20-15 advantage in favor of the Olpe Eagles, looking to sweep the Hoxie Indians and advance to the state championship. And block attempt is a fail for the Eagles. Hoxie's going to get it back. New life for the Indians. And Janae Hag this time not successful, so that puts into her 3 straight in a row. And that one's a soft touch and just falls in past the front line. Right by that out of bounds line, she gets it to go. That's going to be 6 for her here in this set number 2. She had 7 in set number 1, so she's approaching that one right now. (22-16), 6-point lead, their biggest one here in set number 2. Off the net, Hoxie slowly starting to lose their juice. Danielle Stittham not getting that one to fall. Excuse me, Stitham. Beg your pardon. Danielle Stitham not able to get that one to go. Olpe 2, Janae Hag. Janae Hag high off of Spresser. That one's going to sail out of bounds by a long ways. And they're 1 point away from taking it. 24-16 is the lead. Janae Hag tried to get the block to end it, but Hoxie's going to stay alive. Flute unable to hold on to that one. See what they set up for. They're going to set up for Janae Hag to end it, and she does. The Olpe Eagles are heading to the 1A Division I state title game, taking care of Hoxie 25-11 and 25-17. They wait the winner of Centralia and last year's winner, St. John Hudson. Once again, the Olpe Eagles sweeping the Hoxie Indians 25-11 and 25-17 to advance to the 2012 1A Division I Kansas State Volleyball Championship.